Hey guys, so long time since you heard my voice, but I really wanted to kind of come back and make this video because I was thinking about it, and my fan base right now is made up of a lot of different people from a lot of different stages in my life. After my hiatus, I kind of just jumped right back in, I kind of came back from the dead there, and I didn't really reintroduce myself. And your 20s and all my teenage years, have really shaped me as a person, and I just kind of wanted to get an opportunity to reintroduce myself to you guys. So that's the theme of this video. I hope you enjoy. So I guess the first thing I'll talk about is just kind of the timeline of my Wattpad career. So I first downloaded Wattpad in 2013. I was in middle school, and I instantly went straight to reading Walking Dead fanfiction, and obviously stuff that was more focused on Daryl Dixon because, well, he's the love of my life. So, and then, being a tween, I was like, I can do that. So that's kind of where that went, and I'll talk a little bit more maybe about DC's origin story. So this is just maybe a little overview. So 2013 to 2016, I was pretty consistently writing, uploading, doing stuff, taking on different projects, being super involved in fandom, like Tumblr, all that kind of stuff. And then 2016 through 2018 is where I totally fell off the face of the earth. High school kind of took over literally every aspect of my life. I was super pressured, or I felt super pressured to, get into an amazing college and make sure I got a perfect on my SAT, and I really felt that pressure. So I just stopped doing, things that weren't academic related, or things I couldn't put on a resume, which was super not healthy. But we've made that realization now, and thus kind of why I'm back. Well, 2018 I graduated high school, and I was cleaning up my laptop, and I was just looking through all of these files of even artwork that I had digitally created, and photography, and all of my writing stored on my laptop, and it really hit me that I was no longer doing these things, and I made it kind of my mission to bring that back into my life, because despite what capitalism tells you, you should definitely still do things that bring you joy, even if it's not marketable or worthy of making profit for our economy. That's so stupid. But I was super brainwashed, and yeah, but we're working on that now, so that's great. So 2018 to present, I've kind of slowly reacquainted myself with the space. Especially now with all this free time I have, I've really been writing a lot more, and really developing the space more than I had before. So that's kind of cool, actually. So it's super nice. I'm really enjoying being back, doing things that I love, watching shows I love. I'm actually not even caught up on The Walking Dead. It's crazy. I have one spot on my Netflix for the location of where I'm writing DC currently, and then I have to flip a couple seasons forward to catch up on where I'm at. I know, it's super shameful. I need to get on it, but we're working on it. I guess next we'll kind of move into the Wattpad origin story, or more specifically DC, because that is obviously the most popular thing that I have written. So, wow, DC is my baby. I'm so proud of just how far it's come. Guys, you do not know, some of you may know, just how bad it was at the beginning. Oh my god. it was a super slow start. Like, I was not like overnight famous, like, no way. Like, no. I struggled a lot with like Catherine's like development at the very beginning of my writing, obviously because I was like 14, but you know, after a few revisions, I'm super proud of where it's at right now. One of the biggest hiccups I think in first developing DC was I could not for the life of me figure out like a good character choice that would actually get Catherine back to the camp, because at the very beginning, like, Catherine hates everyone. She like hates conversation. She does not want to talk to people. She just wants to like chill in the forest, like climb her trees and be good. But you know, so I was like, how on if I just have her and Daryl meet in this kind of, you know, red strings of fate way. I know I really wanted that, but I was like, how the fuck? Like, they're both super introverted and hate people. They're just gonna like walk away from each other. So I was like, okay, who would want Catherine at the camp? And that's where Shane kind of came in out of nowhere. I was like, you know what? Shane would totally want, you know, another, you know, member at the camp. He would want someone who also knows how to hunt. So the fact that he was being super nosy at Daryl, like seeing what he was up to, I think that all that kind of fell into place. And once I figured that out, like, I definitely think, you know, the story started to kind of flow a little better. There's still some parts of the beginning that I'm like not in love with, but I have a problem with perfection. It's fine. We're trying to move past it. It's all good. But the problem was for a little bit there towards the end of kind of cultivating DC before I had my big, like, my hiatus from Wattpad was I kept going back to the beginning and revising it more. So, like, the story would never actually progress. Like, I would just always get to the same point. Like, right now, I'm really starting to near, like, uncharted territory where, like, I've never written something for DC at this specific point in the timeline, which is super exciting because I think that there's some really cool moments coming up. You know, everyone talks about, like, how Catherine is going to interact with Negan and all that crazy shit. So, like, I am so excited to write Catherine and Negan, guys. Like, wow. So, I'm never going to get to those cool moments if I keep going back and revising. So, even though there's some parts where, you know, I'm not super happy with it, or I think, you know, whatever. It's a writer's curse. You know, we always want to make it so perfect, but, you know, I read this amazing quote that was like, all first drafts are perfect because all a first draft has to do is exist. So that's definitely like the mentality that I'm trying to keep right now. I'm just like, Teagan, for the love of God, just finish it. Just finish it. And what does finishing it mean? Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I have like one little thematic kind of resolution that I want in place. I know that very tiny piece, but other than that, no idea. You know just as much as I do at that point. Like, sorry. So yeah, that's kind of, you know, where I'm at right now with my writing, and I do have like some other projects that I would love to start. Like, I have, like, some of you may have read it before, I kind of took it down. I have like a Boondock Saints fan fiction in the works that I'm actually really proud of how that's turning out right now, but I just really want to focus on DC. Like, I just want all of my attention there. However, I do have some stuff that I'm writing in school as well, because, so I'm majoring in general engineering with a specialty in control systems, which everyone kind of looks at me funny when I say that. They don't really know what like control systems is, but control systems is just basically like coding things so that they can work by themselves. Will I bring about the end of the world? Maybe, but that's fine. But I am also minoring in creative writing, which alienates me in kind of both the creative writing groups and my engineering groups. But I'm all about like Persephone energy. Like, I am someone who has always kind of been made up of two different extremes, and I didn't always embrace that. Like, I didn't like that I couldn't fit myself neatly into a box, but through like therapy and self-discovery and all that fun stuff, I don't need to make myself small to like fit in a box. So we're just embracing that. No matter how many recruiters kind of look at me strangely, but that's fine. I'll be good. I was saying about school and writing. So I do have to write things for, obviously, like my creative writing minor as well. So I think I'm actually going to put together maybe like a little short stories book so you guys can see some of my original work as well. I think I'm going to have that debut on Monday, or if the planning works out, Monday. So that's super exciting. And I hope that you guys kind of like to see maybe a little bit more of my writing as well. I have just like some other super short like contest entries and stuff posted on my profile, but we want to start branching out a little bit. It's fun. I kind of talked about how I wanted to have more balance in my life between academics and fun. So here's some fun stuff about me. So I really like playing video games. I love Halo, Animal Crossing, Skyrim, Assassin's Creed, arts and crafts. I can knit, I can weave, I can do latch hook. I am teaching myself, embroidery right now, which is surprisingly challenging. Some fandoms that I really enjoy. Huge Star Wars nerd. Was kind of disappointed in the last one, but we won't talk about that. I'm not here to start stuff. Wow, okay. Also, I really enjoy like Phantom of the Opera, Lord of the Rings, Marvel, Sherlock, Doctor Who, Supernatural. I love the books by Sarah J. Maas. She's hella inspirational to me as an author, or like as a perspective author. Dexter. What am I forgetting? Oh, I shouldn't have to say this, but The Walking Dead, obviously. Duh. But yeah, thanks for sending in your questions and wanting to know some things about me. Thank you for allowing me to have this space and supporting me in this space. And thank you for allowing me to kind of reacquaint myself and say hello and thank you. And I'm sorry for making you wait 2 years for more content. Hopefully that won't happen again. I can't promise, a rigorous schedule, because when I start scheduling the things that I love, it kind of takes away from it for me, because I'm super scheduled and like super, super strict with myself on academics. So if I start doing that, in hobbies and my writing, the streams cross and it's messy, not good for my brain. So, we're out here. It's good. Overall, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see you guys next time.